midway point of this season, week 5 in our coverage of EA Sports College football. It's the Florida State Seminoles and the Virginia Cavaliers. Alongside David Pollock and Jesse Palmer, I am Reese Davis. Holly Rose down on the sidelines. We say hello to Holly.
Charlottesville continues to be one of the most beautiful cities in the South. Their capacity at Scott Stadium is 61,000, and this beautiful horseshoe design provides gorgeous views of the Blue Ridge Mountains. Back to you.
We'll keep an eye on that, Holly. The Seminoles will kick off first, and here we go. He'll bring it out. It's Beebe. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. So the Virginia Cavaliers offense will dial up the first ball plays in this about coming into this high-powered offense, squaring off against a defense that is more than capable of shutting them down. This one's going to be fun, David.
Yeah, and this defense has been able to do that. Like every offense they've faced, they've played great. They take away what you do best. Obviously, Palmer, on that other side, this is a high-powered offense. They're really, really good. How does this matchup unfold?
You're right, David, and I think as the season's gone on, this is a matchup that we've circled on our calendar, knowing that these two teams were going to square off and face each other. So many guys on the field today are going to play in the National Football League. There's a lot of experience on both sides of the ball. This one's going to be fun to watch.
Takes the easy one to the back. Finding some room. And he earns a first down, and boy, did he earn it after taking that lift.
And that's why this guy is such a weapon in this offense, because you don't have to throw it far downfield. Just get the ball in his hands. He catches it close to the line of scrimmage, but look what he was able to do after the catch. He gets an explosive play for this offense.
Went to the running game on first down. Now here they come again. Gonna run it. It's Lewis. And he'll be brought down.
I love when defensive backs come up and they are physical and they stick their face in the fan and they aren't scared. Talking to the defensive coordinator coming into this game, he knew his DBs had to tackle well. They had to get these running backs on the ground. Great start on this first drive.
Lined up in the gun, third down, Eli Holstein. Gets the first himself. He is brought down, but man, what a job to find some running room and move the chains.
And this is why offenses tell you all the time, they want to keep it third and short or third and medium like you had right here. They make you defend the whole field, and then the QB sees it.
That's a fumble. And the defense jumps on it, and they get that turnover.
You start to get that offense going and start having success, you got to make sure when you get closer to the scoring range, I take care of that football. If you don't, coach is going to go you on the sideline, you in the game.
Pressure coming, and they got it.
And that is a great job by the defense, containing and constricting the pocket. There was nowhere for the QB to go, and he did not have a lot of time. He went down quick.
Throwing, Holstein. Right on the money. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down.
Well, it's a great job by the receiver fighting back across the DB there to get to the inside, locate the ball, and catch the sling.
And the gun on third down. Here's Holstein. Here comes the rush, and they've got him wrapped up at the 28.
Nose tackles in those 3-4 defense are usually space eaters that just make sure guys don't get to linebackers. This guy said, no, sir. I'm a nose tackle with some pass rush ability. Gets to the quarterback. How about the sack from the big nose tackle?
And he takes this from inside the 5. The coverage team maintained his discipline, not much doing on that return. So Florida State's offense gets to come out for its first possession of the game. When you look at the matchups in the passing game, you might think that this guy's going to be overmatched at corner, but I think he's really looking for the opportunity to prove that he can match up with one of the nation's best.
Yeah, and this receiver always wants the ball. He especially wants it, though, today, considering what he's up against. He told us coming into this game that he should be able to dominate and get a lot of looks. This defense is going to have to find ways creatively to get this guy matched up and covered. They're probably not going to be able to do it with just one guy with that corner out there, David, because this receiver is a difference maker.
No, and this isn't a great secondary, but they're going to have to play a great game. And this challenge is big because he's a superstar. So let's make sure we don't give up the big plays, maybe play a little bit deeper than normal, sometimes get a little bit physical. This secondary has a tremendous challenge on their hands.
Finding an escape route. Defense fills those gaps. He's got 1 to the 28. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Looking to throw, it's Daniels. Fires to the right. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be 3rd down.
No, and that's your goal. Separate man from ball. Try to get your shoulder in there on the catch point and really give him something to think about. Physically jar that football and knock it out. Nice job by the defender.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Find space on the right. The Knowles want to pick up the tempo.
And the offense showing off the short passing game, moving the sticks. Nice job, and look at them. They're right on the football, ready to capitalize on this momentum.
Here's the pressure, and he never had a chance.
That's a good example there of complementary defense. The DBs and linebackers are playing zone, they're playing their spaces, and they force the QB to have to hold the ball, try to work through his progressions, and then the pass rush, they win up front.
They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. They've got some work to do on this 3rd and long from the 40. He's looking to throw. They bring him down at the 44-yard line. It'll be 4th down, but this might be prime go-for-it territory.
It's a nice effort by the running back, but in that 3rd and long situation, it's just too much work for that running back to convert that 3rd down. Really, nice job. Got to give the defense credit. They surrounded him, got him to the ground.
Wait just a minute, guys. The offense looks as if they're going for it in their own end. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Unloaded just as he throws. It's incomplete, and they stop him on 4th down. Defense looks like they're about to bring the house. On target. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there. Still a little ground to cover to pick up the 1st. Picked up 5 on that last pass play. Now it's 2nd and 5. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up. Now facing a 3rd and long. Linebackers moving, trying to confuse the quarterback. Holstein from the gun on 3rd down. Just too much of a rush, and down goes the quarterback just behind the midfield stripe at the 49. And the Cavaliers will line up to punt it away. He ought to be able to use his first punt to pin him deep. Punt goes out of bounds, and a really nice job as they stick them deep in their own end. They'll mark it around the 10. Opening play of this drive comes from the 11. Back to throw, it's Daniels. Makes the grab. Across the 25, he's got room. He'll move it up to the 37-yard line, and it'll be a 1st down. They really got things moving on this drive. 2nd play of the drive comes from the 37. Looking to throw on 1st down.
And that's the beauty of this offense and this playmaker at wide receiver. Throw the ball short, but what he does after the catch, he's just got so much speed, so dynamic with the football, and this is why they get it to him short, because he can take it to the house.
Makes the grab in their space. Just what they were looking for, and he's got him set up in business at the 35 with a 1st down. We've reached the end of the period. It's Virginia holding the lead. Guys, let's have a look at the stats as we've played 1 period. They've got a 1st down here to open the period. Might be changing the route. They're going to test that run defense to the right here. They get him down, but he does pick up 3 to the 32-yard line. And the Noles are in the hurry-up.
Well, a lot of people in Florida State really excited about Quintravion Wisner coming in over from Texas to fit into this offense. Obviously, a very disappointing year last year, David. And with Wisner and his game-breaking ability, with his speed, they're really expecting a lot of explosive plays from their transfer running back.
Man, and so much excitement last year when you started and you beat Alabama and, like...
Got a little grass. They get it down to the 7 on that pass play in prime position for a score. The Seminoles have it with a 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. Nothing doing, and he was lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage at 2nd and goal.
Great job by the defense. Everybody firing off the ball, hitting their guys, holding their gaps, running to the football, nowhere to go.
Makes the grab on the left. And they're able to force him out of bounds after a short pickup. Finding it tough to make positive yardage now. 3rd and goal from the 2. Trying to power it in. Touchdown, Florida State! If you're able to move the ball in a drive like that, the most overrated stat in football would be field position.
Agreed, and I think confidence is big right now after that last drive. To be able to flip the field like that, not just do it, but go down and score a touchdown. Running and throwing, for this offense now moving forward in this game, that last drive is going to pay big dividends.
The Cavaliers offense all set and ready to get this drive underway. They've been pretty much stifled on offense so far, David, only able to muster 3 points in their previous 3 drives.
And you got to find a way to open this up and create some explosive plays. The passing game is obviously the easiest way. Jesse, put more speed on the field. Find those guys down the field.
You know they're frustrated, too, because they felt like there were some matchups they could take advantage of to get some points on the board early. In this one, they just haven't been able to connect on those opportunities. But I like David's idea. Maybe move some guys around and see if you can create some better one-on-one matchups.
Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, backed up. He's going to let one fly down the middle. Swatted away and broken up. A great play there by the DB. The Cavaliers will punt this one away. 3 and out and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. Slips through the line. They'll put a stop to that return at about the 37-yard line. The Seminoles offense comes out ready to get this drive started. And what a drive that was the last time they had it. Basically the length of the field. Much better starting point this time. And he does a really nice job finding open space and making a good gain before the stop is made. Inside the 40. Lots of green grass as he gets it to the 31. And the Seminoles headed quickly to the line. Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks with the 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They're threatening to score, and they'll throw it. And here comes the heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21. The Seminoles now with a long way to go to pick up the 1st down. Looking for a man, it's Daniels.
And that is a huge play for the defense. Offense has it in your red zone. You're trying to knock them out of field goal range. The only way you do that is by creating negative plays, and they get the sack.
Quarterback making adjustments. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Zings it complete to the right. Couldn't quite nudge it in. Not sure you could get much closer, but it'll be 1st and goal. And the Seminoles come to the line with a fresh set of downs thanks to that last connection in the passing game. They'll keep it on the ground for 1st and goal. Tough to run it this deep in the red zone, and he found nothing at all that time. Can the D deny them on 2nd and goal? Wide receiver comes in motion. They give him the rock again on 2nd and goal. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. and goal is where offensive coordinators earn their keep. Looking to throw. Moves away as he feels pressure. Sets up the screen. Looking for the end zone. Gets it into the end zone, but wait a minute. We'll have to check out the laundry on the field. Maybe a momentary scare for that offense when they saw the flag. It's on. The defense declined, and the touchdown stand. Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point makes it 14-3. So the touchdown drive goes 63 yards. And they cap the drive with a 4-yard touchdown pass. Coming out with it, it's Beebe. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. On the run, it's Lewis. Breaks the tackle. He'll be stopped at the 27, but it's a 15-yard gain. Now on 1st and 10 from the 27. Whistle blows. We are at the 2-minute timeout, and man, oh man, could these guys use a score to cut into this lead. Offense set on 1st down. Back in motion, trying to clear the picture. Here's Holstein to throw. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on 1st down. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. To throw, it's Holstein. Not able to hook up there, incomplete.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Makes the catch. That's not quite going to be enough as they stop him 4 yards short of the marker. Now we get a timeout taken by the Seminoles. That's their first. And now everybody chiming in to figure out how to play this 4th down. Fields to punt and tries to help improve that field position. He gets it out to the 17, the cover unit right there to make the stop. Quarterback empties his backfield. They're going to open this drive with a pass. Hit hard just as he released it on 1st down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
And that pressure got to him quick. I mean, you talk about you want your quarterback to feel comfortable. Man, he didn't have time to feel comfortable. He didn't have time to get his feet set and get in the ground. This offensive line's got to do a better job.
Got him in the open. And they'll spot it at the 45. That's good enough for a 1st down. The Seminoles want to move quickly.
Nice job by the quarterback, seeing the receiver come open, getting him the football, making the 1st down, and they like to do this. When they make a 1st down, they want to go fast, they want to crank up the tempo.
And just wedges it ahead a bit before he's brought down. After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. He'll try it again. Just couldn't get away from the tackle.
And that run really didn't go anywhere, and a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Great job on the containment and the tackling. They stop him for no gain. Virginia will call its first timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. The Noles looking to convert on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on 4th down, and they keep the drive alive. And the Noles go back to work after moving the chains through the air. Takes the handoff, and he's going right.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
They'll keep it on the ground. Just making a play, getting it to the 23-yard line. It'll be first down. The Seminoles kept this drive moving on the ground. Now back to work. They'll run it to the right side. Here's a little room there. He's finally brought down, but he takes it all the way. FSU calling its second timeout. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this first half. And the Seminoles trying to pay off the threat on first and goal. Flips it out to the back. Hit and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. Florida State calls its third and final timeout. And they won't be able to stop the clock again for the remainder of this half. Running out of time here in the first half, they're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Looking to throw, it's Daniels. Going to try to pop one on the screen. Touchdown, no! And they take it in for 6 more points. How efficient have they been as they extend this lead here in Week 5? And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. So a scoring drive there of 83 yards, and the score comes on a 5-yard touchdown pass. Looks like he's going to try to return it, and the returner will be brought down. They'll come out and take a knee, and that should send us to halftime. Halftime as both teams head into the locker room. We're looking forward to a terrific second half, but before that, let's check in with Kevin Connors.
Fellows, we are beginning to see a little separation in the standings. The Week 5 edition of our update show. We start with Oregon taking on the number 8 team, the Indiana Hoosiers. And it's the Hoosiers in real jeopardy of kissing that top 10 ranking goodbye. They're being punked right now, dominated in every aspect of the game, and we haven't even hit halftime. Here now, some other games you may have interest in, and social media has some sharp opinions about the state of things right now. Now back over to your game in Charlottesville. So far today, the most dominant player on the field has been that DB. Pass breakups, shutting down one side of the field. He's been a one-man wrecking crew, and he's played a big part in this halftime lead. And with that, let's send it back to the guys at the Carl Smith Center and Scott Stadium.
Returner's going to try to see what he can get. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. The Seminoles have it back. They'll try to get that offensive spear flaming. They start this third quarter with the lead, but they might want to think about shoring up that protection.
Yeah, the good news is you're leading on the scoreboard. The bad news is your quarterback doesn't feel like it because you can't protect him. So, David, adjustments in pass protection, that has to be something they were talking about here at halftime.
100%. Just you can't get him hit that much. He's still doing a good job delivering the football, but if you keep hitting the quarterback enough, man, they'll start to see ghosts, they'll panic. And
he's got it on the left. Found a bunch of room and got it to the 44-yard line. Grabbed behind the line. It's Sands. He snagged it, but he'll be stopped short of the first down. Good, solid pickup on that play. The Seminoles in a good spot here with second and short. The offense changing the play. From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole. Ripping off a good chunk inside the 25, and they're set up with a first down. And the Seminoles come to the line in the hurry-up.
And, man, this is more of the same for this dude toting the pill. Like, they keep giving it to him, and he keeps producing. Another chunk play, like, I don't expect that they'll change much to do with this offense because every time they give it to him, he's chewing up some yards and good things are happening.
Lost yardage on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Looking for a man. It's Daniels. Oh, it's picked off. Not the second half start they'd hoped for. Just a short return, but that would have been icing on the cake. They've got it first down at the 42. Run inside. It's Lewis. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9.
And that wasn't a big game, but look at the offense. Right back on the ball, ready to call a play, ready to go fast.
He'll try to do it himself. And he has a solid gain on the play before sliding. And this offense can ill afford to come up empty on this drive, already trailing by multiple possessions. Right down the middle. Makes a connection. Working their way closer and closer. A 3rd down conversion, and they've got it at the 26. And the Cavaliers with the 1st and 10. Play fake, Holstein. Under fire. Chase to the right. Trying to make magic with his feet. They finally get him on the ground, but not before he rips off enough for a first down. In search of their first touchdown of the game, they are on the move with a 1st and 10. Oh, this defense wants to bring some pressure. From the red zone, it's Lewis. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
I got to be honest, I am shocked at just how well the defense has played in this game, especially stopping the run. We talked about statistically how they've struggled this season, but they have put the clamps down in this one, and they're just playing with a ton of intensity.
Reads it, fires complete. Now the connection takes it to the 11. You know, David, this is really what game managing is. Nice pickup on 2nd down to help them on the next play.
Yeah, I think people look at that negative sometimes, finding a quarterback that's a game manager. No, use your brain.
Touchdown, Cavaliers! Gets it into the end zone. Sometimes we ask coaches about halftime adjustments, and they go blah, 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 blah. And then sometimes they make some good ones.
Sometimes that blah, 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 blah actually works, but it's working now. But it might be too little too late, but at least you got the party started.
So the offense, more than happy with the result of the play, will decline the penalty. The returner will field it and try to do some business. And the coverage team able to wrestle him down. They'll run it out of the shotgun. Just wanted to find a little space to run and ekes out some to get it up to the 21. They can really be aggressive after that last play at 2nd and 3. Looking to pass. It's Daniels. Swings it out to the flat. He's out past the 35. And he'll have enough for the first down at the 42. The Seminoles will hustle to the line. Looking to throw on first down. Incomplete and very lucky that one wasn't picked off. And man, could they have used that. It'll be 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Slings it. That's reeled in. It's Sands. He makes the stop at the 43-yard line. It's a pickup of 15, and they've got it in plus territory.
It's a nice play call there. You've got 2-possession lead. You're trying to keep the defense guessing, right? Because you've got that lead, they know you're going to run some shot plays and some vertical throws. That was really, really good thinking on that last play call by the offense.
And that's a nice job by the offense. Man, I love when offenses can go 5 wide, spread the formation, find the matchup they want. This time, it's the running back turned wide receiver. They get him the football, and he does the rest and gets upfield. But nice job spreading the formation and really making the defense make a decision.
Second down, he'll throw it. He's got it. And they knock him down, but he got past the line to gain. The Knowles, after moving the sticks through the air, come to the line. Motion from the wide receiver. They're looking to pass from the red zone. The screen. Ball is loose. Defense covering it up and not letting the offense get it back. It's a turnover.
Well, the quarterback got it to his receiver quickly and gave him an opportunity to make a few moves after the catch, but he's got to do a better job with ball security that time. That is a costly fumble.
Using his legs, it's Lewis. Stonewalled again. No gain on the play. They keep trying to stick with the running game, but there's not much getting done. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Movement from the linebackers trying to mess with the offensive line's assignments. Catch in the middle. It's Lewis. Following the completion, we get a stoppage to check out the injured player. Training staff out there checking on this freshman linebacker. 3rd down, and this offense is already in a world of trouble. They could really use a conversion, not to mention multiple scores. From the gun on 3rd down, Holstein. Got his man on the right. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the first down. The Cavaliers will send out the punt unit. They'll look to pin him deep. Nestles it in at the 35. They stop him immediately, flying down the field and get to him before he can even get started. They'll try to put a drive together starting from the 36. He'll be knocked out of bounds right at the 40-yard line. Good pickup there. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. They'll go right back to the run. And they'll bring him down after a short pickup. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. We've come to the end of the period, and Florida State has the lead. They're sitting in a strong position here with the lead. Let's take a look at our game summary. So we open the final period with a 3rd down play. On 3rd and short, the power run here. He's got enough to move the chains, and they'll spot it at the 47. And the Knowles want to crank the tempo.
And this offense has really done a nice job on the ground. Like, the ground game has been solid, man. Nice job opening holes, running the football. They've been consistent with the run. And as this game creeps along, right, if they can continue to do this with the lead, this is going to be a game that they're going to have in hand.
Back has it. Corralled and brought down by the defense. Looking to convert, they'll go to the Wildcat. Direct snap. They make the stop, but not before the chains move and the Wildcat formation pays off. The Seminoles are marching down the field. They want to run it left here. Defense there to make the stop after a pickup of 2 to the 30. Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7.
At this point of the game, the offense has the lead, and the offensive coordinator knows they want to keep running the football. So he's going back, he's looking at his playlist, and he's saying, which runs work the best for me in this game? What can I lean on right here to make sure we win this one?
And I know you can play these late game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position, you're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
Escapes the pressure to his right. And a missed opportunity on third down as the defense knocks it free, and fourth down is coming up.
This is a point where you just got to be able to focus. The critical down and distances in this game, like that third down right there, when it's a good throw, you got to make the catch. You got to be able to make that play.
On fourth down, they're taking to the air. Takes a shot as he throws, and it never had a chance. Incomplete. Running inside, it's Lewis. Great penetration by this defense, and they knock him down behind the line, a loss of 1. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Wide receiver going in motion. Holstein. And the pressure gets there, and down he goes at the 18. The defense all revved up after that earlier sack, and they'll try to stop him right here. Unloads to the wideout. Finds a man in the middle. He's going to come up about 5 yards short of the line to gain. Fourth down, Holstein. Can't find his man. It'll be incomplete, and that is a heartbreaker this late in the game. This offense has it with really good field position. Dropping back, it's Daniels. He's got him in the flat. Makes the tackle at the 23-yard line. Give him 10 yards and enough for the first down.
I'll be honest, man. If I had the weapons these guys had offensively, I'd be staying aggressive too. It's what got them to this point.
Pass rush coming after the quarterback, and they get him at the 32. Virginia will call its first timeout. They still have a couple of timeouts to work with in this final quarter. Trying play action. Unloads to the right. And it's intercepted, maybe breathing a little life into this team. Takes the pick back to the 32-yard line, and now this offense will be in business. Virginia sending its offense back onto the field. So getting the ball back on that interception at least gives us a chance to have a finish in this one. They'll get him down at the 48 after the 15-yard gain. And the Cavaliers racing to the line in the hurry-up.
And how about that? Right after they get the explosive play running the ball, they're going right back to the line of scrimmage for some tempo.
Caught in the backfield, it's Lewis. And that defense pushing him out of bounds after a short gain. They're dealing with a second and long. Eli Holstein to throw. Makes the grab. Really short gain on that one. Defense all over it. It's third down, and they have to get it to the 42 to move the sticks. From the gun on third down, Holstein. On the move, he fires. Had it right in his hands in the middle of the field, and it trickled to the ground. It'll be fourth down.
And that's just a catch you got to make, right? It's third down. You got an opportunity to make a play in the middle of the field. Butterfingers.
Down by multiple possessions, they can't come up empty on this drive in the fourth quarter. They'll go for it on fourth down. Quarterback adapting. He's going to take off. He's brought down, but not before he picks up the first down, and a gutsy call to keep this drive alive.
Man, what a scramble by the quarterback. Fourth quarter, need a play. Fourth is going nuts. We got a great one on our hands.
Love the physicality of the secondary on defense. That defender got to the football, was able to separate the receiver from the ball, and did it legally. Beautiful job.
Throwing, Holstein. Fires fires to the big fella. He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short. A third down play coming from the 32 as they try to keep the drive going. To the ground to try to pick up the first. And he'll have to check his fillings after that lick, but he did get the first down. Now they've got to hustle to the line and get set.
And the offense runs the football, and they get the first down. And you kind of get the feeling they've already gone for it on fourth down once. Like, they're going to do it again. And that just puts so much pressure on a defense. Like, to play an extra snap over and over again is really, really difficult. This offense appears to be in an aggressive mode.
Lets it go to the end zone. And it's grabbed for the late touchdown. And how about this? It's not over yet.
Yeah, and that's step one. Great job by this offense getting in the end zone. Now you got to go get the stop. You got to get the football back. You got to find a way to do something to create a turnover, get an onside, to get the football back, to get back in this football game.
So the first part of the job is done. They got the touchdown. Now for the two to make it a field goal game. Here's Holstein to throw. They'll run the screen. He gets it in for the two, and now a field goal would tie it. They took it 68 yards on that drive. Minute and a half to go, and to have a chance, they have to recover this onside kick. He's able to grab the football, and the hands team gets the job done.
Well, here in the fourth quarter, they were obviously expecting onside kick. They got their hands team on the field. They're able to jump on the ball and make sure they get possession.
Okay, guys, the Florida State offense returns to the field. One possession game, getting late, first order of business, just take care of the football.
So they call this situation 4-minute offense, where you're trying to run the football and throw high percentage passes to maintain possession and bleed the clock. This is a very difficult point of the game to execute at a high level.
Yeah, and listen, what you understand as an offense is if I get 1 or 2 first downs, this ball game's over. And that's your sole objective. Not scoring, take care of the football, get a few first downs, walk out with a W.
To give to the back. Might have a chance. He's got enough for the first down, and that ought to put a bow on this one. Timeout on the field. The Cavaliers have taken their final timeout. And that got under their skin a little bit, having to use the TO after giving up the first down. Maybe this will breathe a little life into this offense, which has been flatlined in the second half. Here's 1st and 10. Gives it on the option. Knocked down in the backfield, and boy, this guy's had a good day, but they finally get to him on that run. Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. They'll move the wide receiver. And they're able to shove him to the turf as they stop him for a short gain. And the Seminoles in the hurry up. Motion from the wideout. Really strong job by the defense. A negative play on 3rd down.
And as an offense, you've got an unconventional call. You're trying to get your receiver the ball using pre-snap motion, but you've got to do a better job up front blocking. Couldn't get it done, and now it sets up 4th down.
Just 1 for 3 on 4th down today, but they'll try to move those chains with this play. I'd advise just throwing this one away. Takes a shot as he lets it go. And he reels it in for a touchdown, and that just might seal it.
As quarterbacks, you want to find your best matchup in these critical 4th downs. They found it and took a shot, and it paid off. Huge touchdown.
all business today for this ball club. They come out and they get the win.
And that's all that matters. It's not always pretty. You don't always do everything you want to do or check all the boxes. But at the end of the game, Jesse, you want that W.
No doubt about it. They made the plays they needed to make in order to get this win. I thought the quarterback showed tremendous poise, good leadership throughout the course of the game. Defense made stops when they had to make them. So, right, there were some things that are going to need to clean up moving forward, but ultimately they were the better team today.
That's going to do it for us here. For David Pollack, Jesse Palmer, and Holly Rowe, I'm Reese Davis. This has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football.